Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Nikola Tesla here. Today we're discussing the Anker F3800 to extra battery connector cable. I've taken the outer sheath off, which you can see here is just some of that woven fiberglass or plastic sheeting. Then there's 5 fairly thick conductors inside. Now I'm going to hazard a guess and say that these 4 here are your power wires. That's those 4 big ass plugs or 4 big holes right there. And then you got that massman of center pins, which I'm going to assume is this big thick cable in between here. And that'll be our data and handshake, etc. Now, the nice thing I did notice about this is, unlike using a pair of banana cables or banana plugs, this has a nice big positive lock on it and fairly stout connectors. I am going to suggest to anybody that's going to work on this project to go ahead and buy this cable from Anker. It was only $100. Now, considering the fact that we are going out on a limb and bypassing Anker's extra batteries for some cheaper options, have some respect and do Anker a solid and buy the component from them. It'll give you a much better connection to the F3800, and if you're like me and you have 2 of them, you buy 1 cable, you can connect up both machines. So what we're going to do today is we're going to hack this cable directly in half. That'll give me 1 side for each machine. These 4 thicker outside cables, I'm going to do a double test with a multimeter and make sure that they're connected right. And those will get lugs put on them, and those will go to bus bars for the 48 volt system. And this one here, I'm going to peel off some of this insulation, separate all the wires, and terminate them properly temporarily. And in the future, I will be probing all of those to see if we can't figure out the communications of this beast. And maybe get the external battery to be read by the F3800 itself. And we will have full access to all the state of charge information and coulombs and all that fun shit. Alright, Nikola Tesla signing off. We will catch you back on the flip. Alright, Nikola Tesla back. A little update on the F38 plug here. I was right. You got 4 big fat conductors, and I will say they're using a nice stranded copper wire. They're not going cheap. This is copper. Nice flexible cord. I will have an appreciation for that kind. And if y'all are seeing what I'm seeing right here, that looks like 5 twisted pairs. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think so. I have to talk to a couple of friends of mine, and we'll be back with another update on these 5 twisted pairs and see where they lead. Alright, first cable set. Lugs are done. Looking pretty decent. Next, we're going to terminate this. Now, so people know, these are twisted pairs. These are telecommunication wires. Now, they are twisted for a reason. This is to keep interference off the lines. When I terminate this, what I'm going to do is inside this piece of plastic sheathing right here is a little bit of metal. That metal is the sheath, the shield for this cable. What I'll do is I will take each one of these wires, cut it clean flush so the copper's not exposed, tape it off, wrap them all together, and I'll take some aluminum and I'll attach it to that outside shield conductor and wrap it around the whole outside of all of these wires. And what that'll do is that'll shield all these ends so that way no interference, or at least limited interference, can get back down this line into the plug and into your F3800. Now, anybody that works with electronics will tell you electronics are finicky. They get weird signals and they start doing all kinds of crazy shit, and it can sometimes be damn near impossible to track down. So you want to eliminate any possible interference points. This is going to be one of them. This is, again, a telecommunications line, so you want to shield this and protect it from any interfering signals from anything else. So that'll give you an idea of what this will be. Now in the future, once myself and some others decode these 5 twisted pairs, we will get back into terminating these into a functional connection if we can. But until then, if you decide to make one of these cables, remember to guard and shield your twisted pairs. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Nikola Tesla here. Today we are checking out a quick view of the extra battery to F3800 cable. We have taken the one we bought, $100, terminated it after cutting it in half. We got 6-gauge copper fine strand cable, all terminated, and 5 twisted pairs of communication wire. Now, to anybody that is making the modification, I suggest you buy this connector from Anker. Do them a solid. If you're going to screw them over on the battery, buy the damn cable. It's a very good cable. It will make all the connections much more solid, much easier, plug and play, and that's what we like, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? So, again, 6-gauge fine strand copper cable and 20-gauge 5 pairs twisted pair communications wire, and on to the connections to the bus bar.